Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you this different book, INKandescence by Lisa Mitrokhin. This is not a usual adult coloring book. This is an art book, but that said, it also has colorable pages, and that's why I think it deserves a flip through here on my channel. First, a disclaimer. If you have problems with nudity and pictures where you can see the female body, nipples and all, this might not be a book or a video for you. Remember that this is an art book and Lisa has a background in classical art, so it's not an erotic book, but there is nudity. I have the Amazon printed book, which is good for us who don't have a printer or who like to collect books with a cover and back. But the main thought from Lisa is to sell the pictures as downloads from her Etsy store, to be printed on whatever paper you prefer. Let's start. All pictures have names, and this one's is Hope. And there are two versions of every page. One that is a black and white version of Lisa's original drawing. The other is a modified version, a grayscale colorable page. Here is June Dancer art page, a female spirit coming out of an oil lamp. And here is the same picture, but as a colorable page. And Lisa sent me a picture of how it can look when it's colored. This beautiful version is made by Tiffany Kleistoiber. This is me doing an episode of my coloring book podcast. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have such beautiful lips or such cool microphone. Radio is the title of this picture. And here is the modified version. This picture that you also saw on the cover is called Deep in Thought. And I think this is one of my favorite pictures in the book. She looks so calm and concentrated and strong and beautiful. Bound to Look Good is the title of this one. These pictures are a collection of the art Lisa did during 2020, and she has said that this is her closure on 2020. They helped her deal with the pandemic year, and she hopes that it will help us as well to deal with that terrible year. This is called Your Move, a chess picture, a naked lady riding on a chess horse. Here is a picture that almost looks like an ancient statue. Armor is the title. And here is the grayscale version. The pictures are created based on last year's Inktober prompts, and Dizzy was one of those prompts. And that is what this is called. And I think this is so relatable. Don't we all feel like that sometimes? This book has some playful titles. This is one of them, Harebrained. And I really like the floral pattern Lisa has added to the grayscale picture. Here is another picture that looks almost like a sculpture. It's called Music. This is called Hide and Seek. Here is the modified version. And here is an example of how it can look when it's colored. Here's a strong girl I wouldn't want to meet in a fight. Composed is the title. And a more colorable page. Art can give us all kind of feelings and be interpreted in different ways. This is called Sleep, and I think it's super scary with that third sleepy eye and those skeleton hands. This is more etheric, and I love how the female shape almost glow in the dark. It looks a lot like the genie woman earlier in the book, but when I read the title, Flame, and watched more carefully, I realized that she actually is a flame coming from a candle at the bottom of the page. Super cool. I didn't see that at first. Split is another dramatic picture. Slow Crawl is this called, and this picture I have really mixed feelings about. Her face and her hair and upper body is so delightful, and then the rest of the body is more reptile-like and repelling. More scary stuff here. Eye candy is this called for obvious reason. And I think this is a perfect page for people who like to color scary Halloween pictures. I'm more into coloring cute things, as you might know, so this is way too scary for me. But I know this will appeal to a lot of people. The dish is this Japanese-inspired page called, with these octopus tentacles and beautiful woman. I really like this female in shadow with a rainy background and sharp contrast between light and dark. I actually might cut this picture out and frame it and put on the wall. Here is the modified version. This is called Trap. Some patterns added to the background. I can understand why some people are scared by clowns. This is a beautiful drawing, but I do think the clown looks a bit scary. And what about this dark picture called Fishbone? Lisa has done a video where she explains everything about this book and project, and you can find a link to it in the description. In that video she mentions this picture, that she made it after a hard day when she felt empty and frustrated. So this is called Storm, and are showing the inner storm I think we all can relate to, especially during 2020 and the pandemic that we are still dealing with. And here we have a big smile with a lot and lots of teeth. Scary. And here's a cool version of this page when it's colored. So this is a dark art/coloring book, but it also have light and hope, like this last picture called Glow. Doesn't she almost looks like a female superhero? Very cool. So thank you for watching this flip through of this colorable art book, and see you in next video. Goodbye.